Right, good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green from Florida, and tonight we're going to talk about when to draw trumps. Now, I know when we learn bridge, the first thing you learn, draw the children off the streets. That means draw the baby trumps. But it doesn't always work that way. And the most important thing about this, when to draw trumps, is that we have to decide which is the master hand, which is the hand we want to make the good hand. Once we know which is the good hand, then we can decide, do we need to draw or not? Now, if we have lots of losers in the hand where we have the good hand, you need to trump them with the short trumps in dummy. So we can't always draw trumps. So I'm going to share the screen with you, and we're going to go on to the hand number 3. I'll reload it because I did have it up. I'll just take number 8 and go back to number 3. And we're going to have a look at the difference. Hold on a second. There we go. Number 3 is coming up. Got to get all these things out of the way. Okay. Right. The dealer is South. We have 2 5-card majors with a singleton ace. A singleton ace is really very valuable if you find a major suit fit. So a singleton ace is not really worth 4 points. You actually add that ace, which is 4 plus 3 for a singleton. So it's really worth 7 points. But on this particular hand, if we look at the north hand, we're going to open 1 spade, and remember high 5, everybody. We always open the higher of 2 5-card suits. Whether they're majors or minors, it's always the higher one. So we're going to open the spade. It keeps the bidding lower. And it's going to go past. And now you're looking at your hand. You've got 7 to 9, 10, and a doubleton. That's 11. 11, and that is called the medium range hand. So you would bid 3 spades, invitational. All jumps in old suits are invitational, not forcing. You have an 8-card fit. You're inviting partner to game. And now I want you to reevaluate. I know you don't have many points, but remember I've told you before, anytime you have a singleton, always accept the invitation. And looking at this hand, you have a singleton ace of diamonds, which is worth that 3 extra points, and you have a doubleton club. So you can't always look at points. It's always shape. And on this hand, you're always going to accept the invitation, and you're going to bid 4 spades. Are there any questions on this bidding? Because I'm not sure if everybody is so point count orientated that they don't look at shape. To me, shape's more than everything, better than points. Any questions? Any questions? None? Okay, I'm going to look in the chat. You can write it up there, you know. I don't mind if I don't see you. All right, no questions. Good. All right, so we're going to play this hand. We're sharing the screen, and we're going to play in 4 spades. And the safest lead on this hand looks like the jack of clubs. We cannot lead an ace of hearts because we do not have the king. And rather lead the jack of clubs, which will give nothing away. I don't want to lead a diamond away from a king jack because I'm not sure where the ace queen is. So the jack looks the safest lead. It's top of a sequence. So let's look at it together, everybody. In the spade suit, now let's make sure we understand what I just said a few minutes ago. We have to look at the hand with the long trumps. So in the spade suit, no losers. But look at that heart suit, everyone. You have all these heart losers. 4 or 5 losers, usually 4 when you've got a 5-card suit, and you've got only 2 hearts in the dummy. If we can give up those hearts and trump some with the short trumps in dummy, because I want you to look at the quality of the spades in your hand. The ace, the king, the 10, and the 9 are exactly the same as the queen, the jack, and the 8. So don't get busy wanting to trump diamonds. Never tell people that you've got a singleton diamond. Never tell people you have a doubleton club. The whole hand hinges on ruffing with the short trumps in dummy. So I don't want you to ever tell people that you've got a singleton in your hand, because yours is the hand you're setting up. So we're going to get the lead of the jack of clubs. And we just win that club trick. No hurry. And now you come back a 4 of hearts. And second hand most probably will play low. And you'll put up the 9. You're not going to waste the queen. And they'll win the 10. Well, they may come another club, or they may come a trump. So let's pretend that they come another club, okay? And partner played high-low, liking clubs, telling you I like clubs. Partner played the 5 and now the 3. And now you play another heart. And the king wins. All right. Now what are they going to do? Now let's go back. Did partner have Jack 10 9 or Jack 10 bear? Well, we really don't know, do we? So we've got to make a decision. What is the rush to take those clubs? I think the right thing to do on this hand is that they're planning on trumping hearts. You should come back a trump. Don't rush in with that queen. You've still got 4 diamonds in your hand. Nothing will ever happen. Come back a trump. Okay? And they're going to win where they're going to win the trump. In their hand? Fine, no problem. And now you need to trump a heart. Take a little heart, because we're going to ruff with the short trumps in dummy. There you go. And they can't over ruff the queen and the jack. Okay? And now we need a taxi back to our hand. Our only taxi back to the hand is the ace of diamonds. Now you can play your little diamond to the ace. That's your taxi back. And now you're going to ruff the 6 of hearts, which will be the last heart outstanding, with the queen of spades. And they can't over ruff you. There you go. And what are we going to play next? Maybe the 4 of clubs. Dummy looks dead. Right, now you need to get back to your hand to draw all the children off the streets. Well, you've only played diamonds once. So let's play a diamond, forget about the clubs. And let's trump a diamond with the 5 of spades. There you go. And now you've got all the good trumps. Now you play the king of spades. And you can throw anything away you like. It doesn't matter. Even if the spades didn't break, you've got all the top trumps. All the children are gone. Those are the kids running around. You can play the last one. And now your heart, little 13th heart, is all ready to enjoy. And now you can make 11 tricks, everybody. Are there any questions about this hand? This is my favorite, making those over tricks. Ruffing with the short trumps in the dummy. Any questions, everybody?
I have a question.
Yes.
So the ace of diamonds is going to be worth 7 because you're in a major. If you were in a minor, would the ace of diamonds still be 7?
Always. It's a singleton. It's worth a lot.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? I'm really concerned that you do not just blindly draw trumps. I think it's very important that we learn to trump with the short trumps in the dummy. And you're looking at all these heart losers. So we don't always draw trumps. And this is the lesson for tonight. And next week, this coming Thursday, we're going to do trump management, which is very similar, but it's going to teach you how to control the trump suits as well. Right, we're going to go on to hand number 5.
Hey, Linda, you have a question there from
Yes.
a person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me look. Right, there's 2 messages that have come in. Let's see. What if they lead diamonds in both heart tricks? Shortening your trumps. Well, you haven't released the ace of diamonds yet. So that's why you don't play your singleton. You keep them to keep control. They still can't shorten you. I can play it again. And if they come back a diamond, you're still not shortened because you're still going to be able to trump those losers. You're going to make those extra trump tricks separately. And they opened a diamond lead. Okay, I'll play it for you opened with the diamond lead quickly, and I'll show you how it works with a diamond lead, okay? So let's go back and look at it with a diamond lead. I don't think it should matter, but we can try it and show you how it works quickly. I'm just going to put in 4 spades just to make it quick, because we know we're going to be in 4 spades. And I'm going to lead a diamond just to show you how it works on a diamond lead, okay? Right. They lead a diamond, and it goes 5 of diamonds, queen of diamonds, and you win the ace. Now you play a little heart towards the 7. You play the 8. Okay. And they go low. And they're going to play the king of diamonds. That's fine. And your trumpet. And now you're going to play another heart. And they'll play the 10. As long as you make your tricks separately. Now they're going to come another diamond. Right. Now you've got to rough a heart. And you can't be over roughed. You had all the top ones. Now it's very important in this situation that you lay down your ace, king of clubs. You must take your 2 tricks while they are tricks, so no one gets discards. And the king. And now you need to rough a club. And now you rough a heart.
Yeah, I
rough a
see the
club.
mistake we made.
And you cross rough the whole hand. You don't draw any trumps at all.
Right. We tried to
And
draw
then you
one
rough
round
a
of
heart
trump.
and you rough a diamond and you never draw trumps and you make the same number of tricks.
Right. We tried
Okay?
to draw trump.
You
That was
can't draw trumps now.
right.
But at least you got rid of all your losers and now you cross rough the hand. There you go. All right?
Yeah.
So I hope that helped you a little bit. I
Yep.
think it does.
Thank you.
So that's what happens on the diamond lead. All right. So we're going to go on to hand number 5 and see what happens on this hand. It really is very satisfying and the gratification is amazing when you manage to make your contracts with those over tricks. Let's go. Upload. Let's go. Number 5. All right. The dealer is North. North opens a spade. We've got a 6-card suit. It goes past by East. And now, what does South do? Is South going to bid 2 spades? That's the important thing about the hand. Well, you've got 5 high card points. You do have a spade fit. And I do like to take away some bidding space. So I would treat this as 6 points. You've got a king and a queen. I know the queen might not be worth much, but I definitely will not pass with a spade fit. I'm not going to let the opponents come in. I'm going to bid 2 spades. And it'll go pass, and partner is looking at a wonderful hand because partner's whole hand gets upgraded. We've got 2 doubletons. So looking at the hand, you've got 16 high card points and you have 2 doubletons is 18 and all controls. Ace, king, queen, you just bid 4 spades. We're not going to mess around on this hand. Okay, and you're going to get the lead. obviously you're going to get the lead of the ace of diamonds. All right, so let's look at the losers, everybody. In the spade suit, so far, we don't think we have any losers. In the hearts, the master hand is the one with the 6-card spade suit. We've got no heart losers. But look at the club suit. You have 2 club losers because honors capture honors. We do not play aces from spaces. So if you're going to play towards the queen and they win that ace, you've still got another club loser if you draw trumps. So we do have 2 club losers and we do have 2 diamond losers. But we need to trump a club with the short trumps in the dummy. So let's go together and look what happens now. Partner showed 3. Well, you might as well play the queen. We don't mind. And you're going to trump it. Now, before you draw trumps, your main priority is to get up to the queen of clubs. We do not know where the ace is. If the ace is in the east hand, they may duck the queen, duck the ace, looking for the king. But if the ace is in the west hand, you're still looking at 2 club losers if you draw trumps. So let's play a little club towards the queen. And they win the ace. All right, so now what are they going to come back? They're not going to come back a club. There are no more diamonds. They're obviously going to come back a trump. You have to come back a trump. What else can you come back? You're not opening up the heart suit. You're going to win the ace. There you go. And now you play your king of clubs. And you only need 1 trump to trump that club. So if I were you, I'd play the king of spades first. Costs nothing. I only need 1 trump in the dummy. Only 1. And now I would take the 7 of clubs. And I would trump it with the 8 of spades. I'd go back to my hand. I don't touch diamonds. I'm not roughing for nothing. And you put up the ace of hearts. And now you can draw the trumps. And then you'll make your contract. So everything depends on how you look at your losers in the hand with the short trumps, everyone. Do not blindly just draw trumps. And that's the rest of the hand is yours. You've got the best heart and all the trumps. Any
Linda?
question? Yes.
So when you have ace, king, queen, and you trump it with an ace,
Doesn't
isn't
trump with an ace.
yes? So why wouldn't you trump it with the queen?
I never trumped anything with an ace or the king or the queen.
No, but you trumped the when you played out this hand, you trumped you used the ace to trump something, and I was just wondering, just a question. So
I
if you've
played
got
the 6 of
ace,
clubs
if
to
you've
the
got
queen.
if you've got queen, king, ace,
I
is it
didn't
better
use
to?
them.
Pardon?
I can't. I need them to draw the trumps. I never use the ace, king, queen. I need those to draw the trumps. Because I don't have the jack.
Oh,
So I will never use the ace, king, queen.
okay. So you use that to draw the trump. Okay.
Right. And I trump the club with the smaller trumps in the dummy.
Okay.
But I drew an extra round because I want to make sure that I leave just 1 trump to take care of 1 club loser. So it's a safety play. Draw 2 rounds after they've got the ace of clubs. It costs nothing. And then you can trump your club loser. But I can't trump with the ace, king, queen. I need them. The jack is missing. The jack is missing. Is that okay?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay.
Linda,
Yes.
could you explain you said, look at the losers in the hand with the short trumps. Could you explain that more?
No, look at the losers in the hand with the long trumps
Oh, I thought you said short. Thank
before
you.
you draw the trumps. You
That's,
always
okay,
look
that
at the
makes more sense.
master hand. The master hand's the one that you're going to set up.
Mhm.
That spade suit is the hand we're worrying about. I don't care about the dummy. I'm more concerned about my hand looking at 2 club losers.
Thank you.
And that's why second hand low, we should never go flying in with an ace. If East had the ace, they would give him the queen and the king. So we would not want to do that. We don't know where the ace is anyway. We play low to the queen. And the ace does take it. But if the ace is on the other side, the king is somewhere. So second hand must never fly in with an ace when you see the queen in dummy, because the king is somewhere. And that's another mistake. I've seen people with a singleton king and they've got these 5 clubs to the ace. And what do? They put the ace down in second seat and they drop their partner's singleton king. When you see a queen in dummy, never fly in with your ace in second seat, because we know the king is somewhere. It's either in your partner's hand or in declarer's hand. So never fly in with those aces, please, when you see a queen in dummy, okay? Right, we're looking at hand number 10. The dealer. Let's look. That's a pretty nice spade suit. It's also a very good spade suit. We're going to open this hand 1 spade. We cannot double in the south hand. We do not have a full opening hand. So you must pass. And now, you've got a 5 count. But that singleton heart is worth 3 extra points. It's called dummy points. So you not only have 5, you now have 8. And you should put 2 spades. You add 3 for that singleton heart. Pass. And now, you the opener, upgrade your hand. And now you've got a singleton club. So now you don't really have the high card points that you promised originally. You've got 17 high card. But that singleton queen is worth 3 points. So therefore, you've just got a better game. And we're going to 4 spades. You should always be in 4 spades. Always improve. Your hand improves. When you find a fit, you upgrade. When you don't fit, you downgrade. And now that's the best thing you could do. And the lead is standard, the queen of diamonds, top of a sequence. I think it's standard to lead the queen of diamonds. Partner can't come in at the 3 level with hearts for a lead. No ways. You need at least 6 hearts in the hand. And now, before we play anything, let's talk about the hand with the long trumps. The hand with the long trumps is the east hand, and we're looking at the following losers. We've got 3 heart losers. You look at dummy. Dummy's got a singleton. If you can trump 2 hearts, you're only going to lose 1 heart. In the club suit, you have 1 loser too. That makes 4 losers. That's too many. Also, you've got a diamond loser. That's 5 losers. My gosh, that's just too much. So what we have to do is the following. Where do we want to win the first trick? Well, let's look at our entries, everybody. The only entry to our hand to trump a heart is the ace of diamonds. That's our first entry. So do not play second hand low. You, declarer, must understand that second hand low does not apply to the declarer. You should win the king of diamonds. And this is the reason, and I'm going to show you why. You win the king of diamonds, and forget about second hand low. It doesn't apply to declarer. And give up the 8 of hearts. Give it up right now. And they'll win the 9. And they'll play back the jack of diamonds. And that, everybody, is your entry, your taxi to trump a heart. Okay? That is your taxi to trump a heart. So now you take the 7 of hearts and you trump it with the 5 of spades. Now you need another taxi to your hand. Well, I don't want to give up the club. I don't want to play a diamond. Someone's short in diamonds. I will play a trump. It costs me nothing. I only need 1 trump. So I'm going to play back either the 6 of spades to the ace. And you play the queen of hearts. And you trump it with the jack of spades. And now you took care of those 3 heart losers. Now you got to get back to your hand, and they let the queen of diamonds and the jack of diamonds. They must probably got the 10. So let's play back another diamond. And they've got none. Well, they're not going to trump their partner's trick. So you can trump it very, so you've got a diamond in your hand, loser. So you're going to give it to them anyway. It doesn't matter. And now what are they going to play next? Well, they're going to play the ace of hearts. And you're going to trump it. And now you can draw the children off the streets. As long as you took care of those 3 heart losers in your hand, you will never, ever go down. And that's very important. Okay, and now you give them a club, and the rest is yours. And you make 10 trips. So let's go back and look again before we play this hand. The master hand is the one with the long trumps. We're looking at 3 heart losers. We're looking at 1 club loser, and we're looking at 1 diamond loser. That ace of diamonds is your taxi to ruff a heart. If you didn't have that taxi, you'd have to play a trump, but you've got to ruff 2 hearts. You've got to be able to get back. If they play a trump, you've got to be able to get back to your hand. So don't always play second hand low, everybody. Are there any questions on this hand? Any questions? I'm looking in the screen. No questions? None. Okay. That was easy, right? Okay, let's go to hand number 12. I think this is fun. Trying to set up these suits. Okay, the dealer's west. The dealer has a 5-card major. We call that an opening hand. We do have a rebid, so we're going to open 1 heart. Pass by north. And now, what range are you in? Now, this is where all of us fall down. I don't want you bidding new suits. If you find a fit with your partner, a heart fit, an 8-card major suit fit, the less you tell everybody about your hand, the better. They don't have to know you got a 5-card club suit. You should never bid 2 clubs on this hand. When you've got a limited hand, whether it's a minimum or a medium hand, you show it at the first opportunity. It's only when you have an opening hand opposite an opening hand that you would bid 2 clubs. So on this hand, I would upgrade my hand. I have 10 high card points. 1 for my Doubleton diamond is 11, and that puts me in the medium range. So I would bid 3 spades. 3 hearts. I don't wait for 4, by the way. I do not wait for 4. A lot of teachers say you shouldn't jump with only 3. I don't like letting anyone having space for leads, for doubles, and how to tell their partner what they have. So I do it with 3. That's my style, but that's up to you. I will show 3 hearts immediately and say to my partner, I have 11, 12 points, and I have 3 or 4 hearts. That is entirely up to you or the teacher who teaches you. And it's going to go pass. And now we go back to that singleton club. That singleton club is worth 3 extra points. So if we add up our 12 high card plus 3 for the singleton is 15. What's 15 and 10? 25. We have to accept the invitation. And we now bid 4 hearts, everyone. When you fit, your hand blooms. When you don't fit, the flowers die. So now you take it all the way to 4 hearts, everyone. Are there any questions on this bidding? I know some of you are scared to support with only 3 at the 3 level. I don't care about that. I want to get there as fast as I can. But that's my style. Other teachers might tell you not to do that. Other teachers will tell you to bid 2 clubs. And when partner bids 2 diamonds, you will now bid 3 hearts. It's up to you. That's not my style. Any questions? None? Okay. Right. We have to find a lead. And the lead is the Queen of Spades. Very easy. Now, top of a sequence. So now we look at the hand that's the master hand, everybody. The master hand is the one with the long trumps. In the heart suit, we're missing 1 trick, the ace. In the spade suit, we have a slow loser. I want you to look at a slow loser. I want you to look and see, you're always going to lose 1 spade. I cannot see how we can ever get rid of it. I don't see anything that will get rid of that spade. So we've got 1 heart loser, 1 spade loser. In the diamond suit, we have a diamond loser, and in the clubs, we have a club loser. But look at the hand with the long trumps. You've got 3 diamond losers there, not just 1. You've got 3. But if we can trump them with the short trumps in the dummy, we can eliminate a lot of losers. So let's work it out together, everybody. Where do we want to be in order to be able to take a diamond finesse? We want to be in the dummy. We're short of entries. We'll use our diamonds as an entry. So win the king, keep the ace as your taxi. And play a diamond. No rush to draw trumps. And let's finesse the diamond. And pray the king is under the queen. And it is. Well, that worked out pretty well. Now we play the ace of diamonds. And now we can trump the diamond with the short trumps in the dummy. And they can't over-ruff us because the king and the jack and the 7 are all the same value as the queen, the 10, the 9, and the 8, and the 6. Now, how do we get back to our hand in order to trump that last diamond? And that is why I made you win the king of spades in the dummy first. That ace of spades is your second taxi to go back and trump your last diamond. Take the 7 of diamonds. They can't over-ruff you. Trump it with the king of hearts. Unblock it. They can't over-ruff you. It doesn't matter what you throw away. All right? Now you've done your job. So you're always losing a spade. You're always losing a club. But let's draw trumps. Take the jack of hearts. And I want you to overtake it with the queen for one reason. If South has the ace and they duck it, I don't want you to have to ruff for nothing. I want you to be able to draw trumps from your hand with the long trumps. And they'll play the jack of spades, no problem. And you'll lose the spade trick. You're always losing it anyway. And then they're going to come back a club. Or they may come back a spade. There are no more trumps in the dummy. Once there are no trumps in the dummy, they don't want to open up the club suit. And you'll trump it. And now you'll play the 10 of hearts. And then the 8 of hearts, 9 of hearts. And then you'll just try and sneak in a club, but it's never going to happen. Put up the king, it's all to nothing. And that's the end of the hand. And now you make the contract. We took care of all those diamond losers with the short trumps in the dummy. That's why you have to be in the dummy first to take that finesse. If you're in your hand, you can't get to the dummy to finesse the diamond. Are there any questions? There is a question here. Let's see what we can answer for that one. Hand 7. All right, I'll go to hand 7 with pleasure. Are there any questions on hand number 12? Anybody? No question?
Linda,
Yes.
did you when you led that a couple of that suit, it wasn't in the dummy. Am I incorrect? Like you led a suit that wasn't in the dummy for a lead?
They led the queen of spades. I can either win it in my hand or in the dummy. But I want it in the dummy for one reason. I need to take a diamond finesse first. That is why I want it in the dummy.
Okay.
If I want it in my hand, I'm going to have problems to get backwards and forwards, because to be able to trump losers, you've got to have communication between the two hands, and they can come back a trump, ace and another, and then you don't get to ruff any diamonds. I don't want to lose the lead. I want to make sure that I can ruff those diamonds with the trumps in the dummy. If they start seeing that, they can play the ace and another heart, and then I'm not going to make the contract at all. So I kept my ace of spades as my taxi later to ruff my diamonds. So it's hard for you to see and visualize, but you need to do that finesse of the diamond first. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. Now somebody wanted number 7. Are there any other questions on 12 before we move over?
I have a quick question.
Yeah, answer. I love it.
Do you play Bergen races?
Oh, no, I'll never play them ever, as long as I play this game.
You won't
Never,
play that.
ever, ever. Okay?
Why?
Because Bergen races do not allow you to make help suit game tries. The bidding's too high. And there are many hands where the bidding could go 1 spade, 2 spades, and you've got a 6 count. And now my partner can bid 3 clubs. Can you help me in clubs? Or 3 diamonds? Or if it went 1 heart, 2 hearts, I could bid 2 spades. Can you help me in spades? Because what really makes this game is cards that work for you. But when you play Bergen, you've got no space to make these game tries. It takes away all the space from being able to upgrade your hand. So I will never play Bergen races. Never.
So is
I
that-
worked with Marty Bergen on his cruise, and he doesn't play Bergen races. So
He
I'm
doesn't
telling you-
anymore?
No, we were on the cruise together, and they asked the same question. I was the director, and they said, do you play Bergen? And he doesn't play it anymore. So
So
to
it's a-
me,
okay.
it's not points that make games. It's cards that work for you. So if I've got 6 points in a singleton, then I can upgrade my hand. I can help my partner. So if my partner bids a suit where I've got a singleton, I'm going to game even if I've got 6 points. And that's why Bergen is never in my repertoire. Never. I will never play Bergen, ever. Okay?
Okay. So I should probably tell my partners that we shouldn't be playing.
Forget
that
it.
anymore.
Forget it.
Okay.
Why don't you go and look up my lesson on help suit game tries, HSGT. I did a lovely lesson on that where it showed you not so much points, but cards that work for you. And if you play Bergen, you can't do it. Have a
So
look at it.
I think with Bergen, the idea was to make you, it's, you know, it tells exactly what you have. It
Yeah,
tells
but
it
you're blocking out
4-card
the
suit.
opponents. You're trying to block them out.
You try to block the opponents, and it also
And it-
tells whether you have a 3 or a 4-card suit.
I don't care about the 3 or the 4. I've learned that from lots of experience. Who cares?
Okay.
Just let's get past that. We don't let them come in for leads or whatever they want. I don't care about 3 or 4.
Okay.
I've blocked out many contracts, so they don't find a sacrifice against me by bidding 3. If I go slowly, they'll find it, you know?
Makes it a lot easier if you don't play Bergen, it seems
Oh,
like.
God, much easier. Much, much easier.
Yeah.
So
Thank
that's the way it is. That's one of the things that I do not play.
Thank you very much.
Okay. It's one of the only things I don't play. There's one other, but I'm not going into that now. Only two things I don't play.
Can you just
All right.
tell us what it is?
Not now. Another time.
All
Another
right.
time. But
Okay,
definitely not Bergen, okay?
okay,
Not that I
thank
can
you.
play with
I'm gonna
anyone.
take it out of my
You
repertoire.
must take it out. I told them it really is very funny, but I'll give you the logic why, and I'm gonna tell you again. You don't want to do it. You don't want to take away all your space. Anyway, all right. So looking at
Thank you.
number 7, you've got 21 high card points with a good 5-card suit. Now, I want everyone to understand that this is called a no trump shape. It is a 5-3-3-2. Now, my 5th card to me is worth 22 points. It's a good suit. So I would open on this hand 2 clubs. If it wasn't such a good suit, I'd open 2 no trump. Okay? It'll go pass. Partner will bid 2 diamonds. Waiting. Goody, goody, goody. Tell me more. Pass. And now I would bid 2 no trump. And my 2 no trump shows 22 to 24. And it will go pass. Sorry, where are we here? I'm the wrong way around. South, sorry, north open. Let's just undo this again. Sorry. I'm reading it upside down. You think I'm dyslexic? Maybe. I don't think so, but let's go back. Sorry, it's a pass here. And it's a pass here. And this hand's opening 2 clubs. Wow. Pass by east. None of you told me I'm dyslexic, right? Okay, and then it's going to go 2 diamonds by south, waiting. Goody, 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 tell me more. Pass. And then you're going to put 2 no trump. 2 no trump is a point count. Partner, I have either a 5-3-3-2. I might have 5-4-2-2 if my doubletons are honors. But I've got 22 to 24. And now you would bid Stamen. You have a 4-card major and a singleton. So 3 clubs is always Stamen. Everything is on. Transfers are on. Stamen is on. So you bid 3 clubs. Stamen. Pass. And you bid 3 spades. Partner doesn't know it's 5. Pass. And now you go to 4 spades because you have a singleton and you have an 8-card major suit fit. Even if you didn't have the singleton, you would go to game because having an 8-card major suit fit and 6 points and partner showing 22, you'll always accept the invitation. And you go to game. And that should be the correct contract. Is that what you all got to?
So
I do
when
not
he,
want you to bid that major. I want you to treat it as no trump.
so my partner opened 2 no trump.
Okay, that's fine.
And so then I bid,
3
because
clubs.
I had 10 points, I bid 3 no trump.
No, you can't. You must Stamen. 3
And
clubs
so-
is Stamen.
And of course, my partner told me that after, you know, he mentioned that I should have bid 3 clubs, but I guess I didn't realize that when somebody opens 2 clubs, it actually is the same as like opening, 2 clubs. I mean, no,
it
just a
doesn't
minute, just a
matter.
minute. But like one no is, so when somebody opens 2 no trump, you should automatically think, okay, it's the same as opening 1 no trump because I can say the 2 of
Exactly the
clubs.
same.
Okay, all right, thank
Now,
you.
there's only one other time I will not Stamen, and that is if I'm in the south hand and I'm 4-3-3-3, I do not Stamen. But this hand is unbalanced, and therefore you have to Stamen. So if I'm 4-3-3-3, I do not Stamen. Okay? I
Okay.
just bid 3 no. I don't Stamen.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Any other hands that you want to ask? I'll tell you that now, looking at that hand north, I've seen too many people single out that 5-card major. I do not want you to do that. I want you specifically to bid no trump, please. A 5-3-3-2. You never want to be the dummy. You want the lead up to your king doubleton diamond. You want the lead up to your king third of clubs. You never want to be the dummy, because sometimes you land up with the wrong hand in the dummy, and it's not a good idea. Treat that as a
Linda?
no trump shape.
Linda,
Yes,
could you do the bidding on hand 11?
sure. Well, I hope it's just as exciting. Let's see. I haven't even seen them. Let's look. Maybe it is. I don't know how I landed up a bit dyslexic on that hand. Okay, let's go. Right. We're going to pass in the south hand. South's the dealer. West is going to open 1 diamond.
Yeah.
And now we have a situation where you would like to overcall for a 5-card major. It costs nothing to overcall. I would overcall 1 heart because I have what's called suit quality. You add up the length of the suit plus the number of honors. It happens to be that you have an extra honor. So as long as you've got 5 is the length and at least 2 of the top honors is 7, you can bid it at the 1 level. And the next hand is far too weak to do anything. The minute you void in your partner's suit, you take off 2 extra points. 2 extra points. Pass. There are no negative doubles with that hand. You've got their suit and you're not bidding. And now I want to talk about the south hand. South's not invited to the party. Do you realize that? South does not have to bid at all. If I have a singleton and I really don't have a diamond stopper, if I had a diamond stopper, I might bid 1 no trump. I am going to pass because nothing could be worse than bidding at the 2 level on a 5-card suit and getting into more trouble. So just pass this 1 heart. Someone's going to do something. And now I don't think that West will ever pass the 6-card diamond suit. West is going to bid 2 diamonds. West can't reopen with a double. West does not have the shape to reopen with a double. In normal circumstances, if you had a singleton heart and you took the 6 of hearts and made that a club, I would double. But on this hand, I'm bidding 2 diamonds. I've got a 6-card diamond suit partner, and you're not bidding anymore, and you're not bidding anymore, and you're not bidding anymore, and the contract's going to be 2 diamonds.
Okay, thank
You
you.
don't fit, you quit as fast as you can. Any other questions? What did you play this hand in?
2 no trump, did not work out well.
No. We're not gonna go from the frying pan into the fire. Never.
Okay,
I don't fit, we're done. Just let's get out. I will never rescue my partner. My partner doesn't need to be rescued at all. I'm not invited and I'm not bidding ever again. Never. I'm just passing. Just let's get out of this hand. I mean, look, it's called a misfit, everybody. I wouldn't bid at all. I'm passing 2 diamonds, okay? Get out quickly. I always say to everybody, who's going to win the war? Don't rescue your partner. You don't have to rescue your partner. Any other questions?
I have a quick question. If your partner opens 1 no trump and then there's a pass and you have a 4-3-3-3 hand with 8 points, would you pass?
Always.
Thank you.
Unless you use my special tip. I have a bridge tip. 4-3-3-3.
Mhm.
I wrote the bridge tip in an apple basket competition, and I came second in that competition. And that question was exactly what you asked. Do you invite on 4-3-3-3?
Mhm.
On 8 points, but it's got to be 4-3-3-3.
Mhm.
And my bridge tip is the following. I'm just going to tell you about it. The bridge tip is the following. You add up every card over 8, the number 8.
Mhm.
If you have 8 cards over 8, a 10, a 9, a jack, a queen, a king. I will bid 2 no trump. But if you have nothing that adds up to 8, you pass those 8 points. I call it 8 over 8. And it's wonderful.
Hmm.
And that's what I use. Okay?
So 8 cards over.
Over 8. On this one, we've got 1, the 10, the king is 2, and the 9 of clubs is 3. That's it. 8 cards over 8.
Thank
4,
you.
3, 3, 3. Only. Not 4, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 3, 3. Exactly what you asked me.
Excellent. Thank you. That's a great tip.
It's a wonderful tip and you'll never forget it. And let me tell you,
Right.
you'll be
8
so
over 8.
amazed how well you'll do by just applying that rule.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? None. Okay. All right. We'll stop sharing the screen. I hope you all had a fun time and enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you Thursday for how to manage your trump suit.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you, Lynn.
Bye.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Lynn.
Pleasure. Let me try and get out of here. Can't find it. There it is. Okay.